So this is an out of the theater review for Batman versus Superman. Welcome to the Geeker Seeker. I am your host, Anthony. You have to forgive the hat. There's a bit of weather tonight. I just walked out of the Carmike Bayou 15, I believe it's called, in Pensacola, Florida. And just quick impressions on the film. Once again, happy to see a well-done superhero film on the big screen as opposed to waiting to see it on most likely a smaller screen. No, there's no two ways about that. Even if you have a 50-inch plasma or a projector, it's going to be smaller most likely than what they have at a facility like this. Now, I was a little impulsive on this view, and I saw it in 3D. And before I talk about the movie, let me just get into the whole 3D thing. Any whites, any kind of flashes, I don't care what they do, they seem to come to the forefront, and there always seems to be a little bit of ghosting. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's this specific projector. Nah, it's not. Everywhere I go, there's always a little bit of ghosting, and that's part of the technology side they got to fix. The other thing is just the camera work alone, and this goes to all film action sequences where every impact they feel they need to shake the camera or just move the camera around too much during action sequences to where you actually lose track of what the hell's going on. And I'll give you a good example. James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me. There's a great sequence in there, etched in my mind forever, where James Bond is being chased in his James Bond Lotus by a motorcycle. Motorcycle has a sidecar, fires the sidecar at him. James Bond downshifts, goes around a truck filled with chickens, the ground missile, if you will, the sidecar coming at him, hits the chicken truck, explodes, feathers get all over the guy on the motorcycle. Dude in the motorcycle can't see, goes off the cliff. James Bond says, all those feathers, he still couldn't fly, to his co-spy in that movie. So, why do I remember that? 1977, maybe 76, because the way it was shot, it was very clear to see all the action. So, in this film, there's some action sequences I can sort of talk about, but are any of them etched in my mind? No. Now, is it going to make me want to go see it again? No. But the problem, I think, is the sensationalism of trying to bring you onto a ride because it's 3D and they're trying to get you into the action. I'd rather just see good filmmaking and good camera work decisions based on the action. Let the action be strong enough to where the camera is there to record it and observe it. Now, Lord of the Rings moved the camera around a little bit, but not nearly as much as this. And it's just one of those situations that will start to drive, if you're a film fan, it's been driving me nuts for a while now. And I thought Zack Snyder was beyond it, but he didn't do it in Sucker Punch that much, if at all. And I want to know what the hell's going on with Zack Snyder while he's got to suddenly just move that camera all over the place during an action sequence like we're supposed to be on a roller coaster. It makes no sense. The film itself, I don't have a problem with them mixing different plot lines and storylines from different comic books. That's why it's based on certain comic books. Really don't understand why people criticized Ben Affleck for wanting to be I'm seriously distracted by this truck almost trying to kill me. All right, nice going. But yeah, there goes your tire, dude. Let's just get out of his way because clearly he got his driver's license at Walmart. But I don't have a problem with Ben Affleck being Bruce Wayne. I thought he did a great job. Overall, great plot. Loosely based on about 3 different comic books. That's fine. Gal Gadot, however you say her name, really blew my mind as Wonder Woman. She was cool. She was beautiful. And the theme music when she shows up was very tribal, very Amazonian, very what you'd kind of think of whatever this Amazonian mythos is supposed to be. So they did a great job in the soundtrack, let's just put it that way. Now, I'm sure you've seen the trailer by now, so I'm not giving anything away by telling you Doomsday is in it, which essentially blends a Frank Miller storyline with the more modern Superman versus Doomsday storyline, which, again, I don't have an issue with that. Now, I think it's a little short-sighted. They could have made the whole thing a trilogy instead of cramming it into one movie. That's just me. I like character development. But the way that Doomsday was created and how easy this could be a little bit of a plot killer. Not much, but let's just say Lex Luthor, as brilliant as he is, got by way too easy over the Kryptonian technology. And I'm going to give one more shout out, I guess, to plot. It's not really plot, but in the credits they show the same story essentially of Bruce Wayne and how his parents died. And if they could have spent that time showing Jesse Eisenberg being all berserk, crazy-eyed, he's really good at that. Lex Luthor researching the Kryptonian technology and then showing him building this Doomsday thing, that would have been, in my mind, a better use of that credit time and a more feasible, at least, timeline on how they cooked this Doomsday guy. The other parts I like are the subplots of corporate-sponsored terrorism and government complicity in that terrorism for job security. And pretty strong statement from Zack Snyder coming out and foisting that on everyone's minds. But still, high entertainment value, all in all. I'm glad I went to go see it. And definitely worth going to see in the theaters. I know people are going to gripe here and there about minutia, and there were small parts here and there that bothered me, but overall not nearly as much as the inconsistencies that existed in Man of Steel. So, yeah, go see it. It's got a geek thumbs up. Thanks for your time. Once again, I am Anthony. This is the Geeker Seeker. Thank you very much.